So the first quality of a leader, I think, is really to have a clear vision. And to identify that vision, you really have to start with where you are, the assets of your community, with of your staff, of your school, and looking at then what are the areas of growth, where are the pieces that we can improve as a school site, and making sure that everything that you do is truly student focused, that your role is to ensure that every student has equity and access to a stellar education that's really going to launch them into a successful future. And through that process, how do you then support parents? How do you then support staff? What resources can you provide to the community? And so as you develop that vision, it's important that as a leader, you're able to communicate then that vision to both staff, students, and the community. And that may look like your mission statement, right? Your mission statement is that school vision. But within that mission statement, what is a simple slogan or phrase that really defines that vision? Sometimes mission statements are too much statement, not much mission, right? But for example, here at Valencia Park, our mission is really passion, purpose, potential. And so those are the three words that we kind of hold on to. How are we helping our students explore and develop their passion? So how do they know what they're good at? Do they know what their strengths are? And how do they then nurture that and connect that to a passion? Purpose. Now that I know what I'm good at, what my strengths are, how can I then put that into practice with purpose? How can I impact my local community? How am I developing my own character traits to be able to do this important work and feel empowered that I can make a difference too? And then potential is always reaching for my own full potential. As a child, my dad always said, and our household model was, in everything you do, be your personal best. And so for our students, what is your full and unique potential, and how are you going to rise to that? The second quality I would say as a leader would be this idea of integrity. I mentioned this, making sure that every decision that you make is student focused, that you're always using a lens of students first. That, is this safe for students? Is this in the best interest of students? If you are always asking yourself that question, then as you move forward, there will be bumps along the road, but you won't question the integrity behind your decisions. And you'll be able to communicate that clearly to staff as well. Because there will be decisions that you make in the future that your staff or your community will not be happy with. However, if you're able to say, this is why I made this decision and it is in the best interest of our children, then there won't be so much to argue about or push back against. So integrity. Now, along with that, as a leader, it's kind of a thankless job. You have to make sure that you are humble and that you realize that it's not about yourself or even your school. It's about your kids. And so sometimes, things will happen where you feel like, oh my goodness, maybe it was your idea to do this amazing thing, but you don't get the credit for that, and that's okay. That's not what this is about. Being a leader doesn't mean, I'm in the front and I'm the shining star. No, oftentimes you have to be in the background, pushing the work forward, and your students and your staff should be the shining stars. And so being okay with that and saying, hey, this is not about me, this is really beyond me. My job is to build capacity and provide support so that those people, that my community can shine. The third quality as a leader, I would say, is this idea of having a really strong work ethic. As a leader, you really have to go above and beyond your call of duty. As a school principal, for example, every day is a different adventure. You don't know who's going to walk through your door or what problems will arise at the school campus. And so you really have to be so flexible and be willing to just go with the flow with a positive attitude And then realize that that may mean that you have to take some of that work home. That may mean that you have to wake up a little extra early to do some of that work before school. And that should be something that you expect as a school leader, to really model that strong work ethic. If you want your students to work hard and reach their goals, if you want your teachers to work hard and reach their goals, you as a leader need to model that and be a hard worker. At the same time, you also have to have a work-life balance. Sometimes, you know, the balance, it's tipsy, but understanding that sometimes, like maybe there's some deadlines coming up that it might not be balanced, but at some point you're paying attention to your body, that you're paying attention to your family, to your friends, and what's going on around you, so that you can be of sane mind to be that effective leader that you want to be.